Hello everybody, I'm James, elephant keeper here at Chester Zoo. Today I thought it would be quite nice to give you a little sneak peek behind the scenes to see what we get up to here on the elephant section and what it takes to look after these amazing endangered Asian elephants. It's first thing in the morning, so we're out here on the paddock cleaning up and setting up for the day, which is quite a big job. And once we're finished here, we'll let the elephants out and they can come and see what we've put for them, all the food, the hay, the browse. And as we can see, the babies have decided it's time for a pool party. Asian elephants love the water, and we try and give them every opportunity possible to kind of interact with it. Here we have the main pool where the 3 calves are in now. We also have a smaller pool for when they're much younger, they can get practice and swim in there. We also have a mud wallow and a sand wallow too. For the babies, this is all about playtime really, but for the adults, they use these opportunities to kind of dust themselves, cover mud on themselves, water on themselves, and this protects against both the sun and also biting insects like horseflies and things like that, which elephants are quite prone to. But like I said, for the babies, their main concern is playtime, and they'll happily spend hours in the pool, coming in and out. And that's in all weather. Rain, shine, they're all about having a good time. So at the moment, the elephants are outside on the paddock enjoying themselves, so we'll take this chance now to get the house set up, ready for them to come back in. Now, in the wild, elephants will spend anything up to 16 to 17 hours a day eating or looking for food. So a big part of our job is trying to replicate that natural behaviour and keep them both mentally and physically stimulated. It's quite a big job, and it means we have to spend a lot of time thinking about new ways of keeping them busy. So in the background here, we've got Rebecca and Lizzie setting up the house now, so we'll go over and see some of the stuff that we do.
I'm going to bury some fruit for the elephants as well, so we've got bananas and apples. Let's see how deep this hole is that I've just dug. I'll throw the banana in there, but they'll easily find that and they'll dig it up with their feet and sniff it out with their trunks.
What about you, Lizzie? What's happening?
So in the wild, elephants would eat a lot of grasses naturally. So we give them hay, that's the main part of their diet here, which we spread between, there's 10 hay nets inside the house and 6 outside on the paddock. And we spread it out just to keep them busy and keep them moving.
So every day we try and get a nice close look at the elephants so we can do any health checks, any husbandry routines, or give any medication that might be needed. We work here at Chester in a protective contact setting, which means we never go inside the enclosures with the elephant. But as you can see, we can still get pretty up close and do all the things we need to do with them, so it works very well for us. While they're in here, I'll take this opportunity to kind of introduce you to the elephants we have here at Chester. So this is Tai Highway, and she is the head of the Highway family. In the wild, elephants live in these all-female groups of mothers, daughters, sisters, aunties, and they're led by a single matriarch. And Tai is the head of that Highway family here at Chester Zoo. And she's a really important animal because she's kind of started the breeding program here, and the rest of the family have all come from her, which we now have up to 4 generations of that same family. Okay, and here we've got Sundara. Sundara is Tai's granddaughter, and she has 2 daughters of her own, which are also in the pen with her at the moment. Lizzie's just going to take a temperature of Sundara. So we do this using a laser thermometer, so we don't actually have to put anything in her mouth. And this gives a very accurate idea of what their body temperature is running at. And this here is Indali. Indali is Sundara's oldest daughter. She will be 4 later this year, and she's getting to be a pretty big girl now. Becky's got her on the scales at the moment, so we'll see if we can get a reading of what she's at. So she's getting towards 1,400 kilos, which is quite heavy for a baby. And over here we have Tai's latest calf, Anjan. I say calf, but he is actually now 2.5 years old, and he's getting to be quite a big boy. He's got a lot of personality. He's good fun to work with. And what Becky's doing now is a mouth inspection, so she's checking inside his mouth, make sure there's nothing in there that shouldn't be. The majority of these checks we do with the babies is to monitor against EEHV, which is the elephant herpes virus. So you'll see the checks we do today with him are all kind of around that. So it's temperature checks, look inside the mouth, and then we train them to take blood, which we do once a week. And this is our newest addition to the Highway family. This is Riva. So she was born earlier this year, so she's only 6 months old, and she's Tai's great-granddaughter. So that's 4 generations of the same family, which is pretty impressive. She's just doing her initial stages of training at the moment, so it's just all pretty basic, but it's all going to be building up to doing those health checks that we'll need to do with her when she gets older. Just wanted to introduce you to someone. This handsome beast behind me is Angbo. He's our adult male Asian elephant here at Chester, and dad to all the calves we have here. It doesn't get much cooler than that, does it? So that's Angbo now in the pool with Anjan there just behind him. And Dali and Reva on the edge, so Dad's playing with all the babies. Mum's in the background, feeding away, they're happy enough. It's pretty cool to see. Just wanted to say a big thank you for joining me today on your sneak peek behind the scenes on the elephant section. I hope you've enjoyed yourself. Just wanted to remind you that tonight on Channel 4, 8 PM, The Secret Life of the Zoo is back on TV, so make sure you check it out. You might see some of these guys on there, so yeah, make sure you tune in. Big thank you and bye for now.